What art style is this thing we built?
Our Angry Bird was in the style of op art.
We showed that it was op art by adding layers of circles to make your eyes see a tunnel.
This style of art originated in Germany because of the Bauhaus during the mid to late 1900s. Later, when they came to America, the style became very popular in Chicago and after that in North Carolina.
What art style is this thing we built?
Our Angry Bird was in the style of abstract.
We showed that it was abstract by adding a lot of colors, patterns, and shapes.
Kandinsky was one of the creators of abstract in the early 1900s in Russia.
What art style is this thing we built?
Angry Bird was in the style of Impressionism. We showed that it was Impressionism by adding dots.
The people involved in this were Louis Leroy, Paul Sino, and Claude Monet. This took place in the 19th century up until now in France, Paris, and America.
The reason artists used Impressionism was because it gave the immediate impression of an object.
Good job, guys.
What art style is this thing we built?
My Angry Bird is in the style of Cubism.
We showed that it was Cubism by adding all geometric shapes. It was made by Picasso and Braque. It was developed in Europe and is used mainly in the 20th century.
What art style is this thing we built?
Our Angry Bird is Surrealism.
We showed that it was surreal by adding colorful feathers to make it resemble a dream.
Salvador Dali was a surreal artist. This type of art was created in 1920. Surrealism is expressing your imagination without limitations.
What art style is this thing we built?
My Angry Bird was in the style of realism.
We showed that it was realism by adding feathers and realistic features to our bird. Realism was created by Gustave Courbet. It was invented in the mid-1800s. Realism was invented in Ornaz Staub's France.
What art style is this thing we built?
Bird was in the style of Fauvism. Fauvism is a rejection to the use of three-dimensional shapes.
We showed that it was Fauvism by adding flat, abstract colors to the picture and having our Angry Bird fly from where the style was most common.
It was most common in Paris, France, and it was brought up in the 1900s. There are many famous pieces of Fauvism made by Henri Matisse.
What art style is this thing we built?
What is pop art?
It was made up or thought up in France and then it moved to the U.S.
It was made in the 1950s to 1960s.
We used pop art by using lots of color and by adding the popular figure, the Angry Bird.
What art style is this thing we built?
My Angry Bird was in the style of kinetic. We showed that it was kinetic by adding moving parts to a project.
It was created in 1895. It was all over the world and was created by Marcel Duchamp.